Convicted murderer Alec Murdaugh will not get a retrial. Former South Carolina Chief Justice Judge Jean Toll rejected his request yesterday, which was based on allegations that court clerk Rebecca Hill tampered with the jury. The judge did say Hill was, quote, attracted by the siren call of celebrity, but didn't influence the jury's decision to convict Murdaugh last year. He was convicted of killing his wife and youngest son. The judge questioned a juror about Hill's potential influence. Take a listen.
Was your verdict influenced in any way by the communications of the clerk of court in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And how was it influenced?
To me, it felt like she made it seem like he was already guilty.
All right. And I understand that. That's the tenor of the remarks she made. Did that affect your finding of guilty in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now. Khalif, what comes next for Murdaugh and his attorneys?
Appeal until the end of the world. If you listen to Harpoonian, that's what he said. I'll appeal to the Court of Appeals. I'll appeal to the South Carolina Supreme Court. I'll appeal to the federal government if I have to. I believe that my client was disenfranchised specifically by Becky Hill's comment, and that her comments swayed that juror's opinion. I was believing, and I think we all were watching it, we believed that the judge was going to issue him a new trial, because there was two prongs. The first prong is, did she make an improper comment? And it was clear that she made an improper comment by the sirens of celebrity, right? That second prong, it sounds like if you listen to that juror's comment, that juror was influenced by the comment. So with those two prongs, I am confused on how we got to that decision making.
I think there's a lot of confusion because, like you said, we watched it play out live here on Queen City News at 5, and that juror did say that she was also influenced by other jurors. So then what is a judge supposed to believe? When it comes to Murdaugh and his next steps, a lot of people will be watching this thinking, gosh, we just went through 6 weeks of this. These people spent their lives being part of that jury, not to mention everyone else involved in that. And you say appeal, appeal, appeal. At what point does it just get to be too much?
Well, you have a constitutional right to a fair and impartial jury, and so that portion is extremely important. And just like we have to ensure that all the laws are upheld, that law is just as important, his constitutional rights to a fair trial. And so if a juror was tampered with in any capacity, if someone was sliding them notes, if, as we watched yesterday, they were watching the court proceedings while it was taking place, all that's inappropriate. And so his attorneys are arguing exactly what I would argue, is that if my juror was tampered in any way, I need a new trial. And that's what I'm asking for. And I believe if his client has the money to pay for it and has the resources, he's going to continue to appeal until he can't appeal anymore.
Well, you see these jurors who probably thought they were done with this. They gave their verdict, they spent their time, and then all of a sudden they're back in the courtroom talking about all of this again. All of this, you know, supposedly caused by Becky Hill, who has denied all these allegations. But what comes next for her? She's still on the website listed as the clerk of court.
She is. I think her credibility is at issue, and I'm not sure if it raises itself to the level of her like being removed from office. But the judge was clearly bothered by her comments. She said, "I find her to be not credible." You don't want anybody to say it about you, specifically the person that's the clerk of the court, responsible for documents being properly held, responsible for juries coming into the courtroom. And so that comment alone could be damaging and could cost her job down the road.
Well, she said attracted by the siren call of celebrity. I mean, that's not exactly what you want to hear about yourself coming from a judge.
It isn't, but I don't think Becky Hill did any justice to herself. While she was on the stand, she looked like someone that was happy to be there, not someone that was bothered by this process because everything they did was above board.
Remains to be seen what will happen with her, as well as Alec Murdaugh and what comes next. Khalif, thanks for that.